Scott from The Scott Emo Show, and you're listening to No Labels, a podcast without boundaries. Enjoy and learn from inspiring, cool, and different conversations with real people who have real stories. Make sure you check us out on Facebook.com/The Scott Emo Show, at The Scott Emo Show, YouTube.com/The Scott Emo Show, or wrap it up all in one at www.thescottemoshow.com. Enjoy this podcast, but enjoy life more. See you soon.
We have Eric today, lead singer, also lead guitar player for Rebelution. Happy 420, brother. How you doing?
Hey, thanks. You too. Everything's good.
Mad respect, much blessings to you guys, because from a fan perspective, it's been awesome to see you guys grow. So what do you think the key, the ingredient is to grow from where you guys started to where you're at today?
Yeah, I mean, I think a lot of it is just, keeping a positive outlook on things. And when you kind of are doing that, I think it's easier to just hustle. And that's also a huge part to, I think, Rebelution's success is, we played so many shows just from the origin of the band. And, just really getting out there, going to lots of different markets over and over again and continuing to just, pump out music. And, we definitely love doing what we do. So in that regard, it's kind of easy to perform. We love to perform.
How many shows have you guys performed?
It's hard to say. I mean, we usually do, maybe like 170 shows a year. It depends from year to year, but, it's hard to say how many we've done total, but probably a lot.
Starting from the bottom, which a lot of people probably don't understand what kind of work ethic and sacrifices that you guys had to make. So what kind of sacrifices did you have to make in order to be on this level now?
Well, I mean, all four of us, the original band members, we all went to, University of California, Santa Barbara, and, we all graduated with our degrees, and, but, afterward, we basically said, well, let's give this a shot and try touring around the country. So, we spent a few years really just trying to get the music out there, and, just a lot of hard work. Definitely sacrifice a lot of time at home with family or friends, and, that's something that I've kind of gotten used to, just being on the road and learning how to manage my time, but,
yeah.
We're getting used to it, and we, like I said, we just love doing what we do, so it works out for the better.
No, right on. So today's 420. What's on schedule for you guys besides your show tonight?
Well, we've got we're gonna film the show tonight. We're gonna record it and kind of see what comes out of that, and just stoked to be here in Chicago and spend 420 with some incredibly loyal fans that we have here. Chicago has been really good to us over the years, and just a really vibrant crowd. They know all the words and lyrics, and stoked to play a show here for them.
Yeah, dude, I know I got a bunch of buddies going to your show. They're big fans, and they can't wait for it. So staying on the cannabis topic, do you have a favorite strain?
I like a strain called Vancouver. It's like kind of hard to find, but I think it's a sativa. I had it a couple times, and back in San Francisco where I'm from, and
nice.
I love Vancouver, man. It's a good strain. I mean, the thing is that you can find pretty good herb anywhere nowadays. In the day it was like Northern California was the spot to get it, and plentiful up there, but people,
yeah.
I mean, people really know how to grow herb, and I prefer organic, you know what I mean, and even my favorite stuff is like some outdoor Mendocino herb. That's super uplifting and makes me feel good, and natural, smells good, and you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's crazy how many uses cannabis has for people. It's amazing the benefits, and it's amazing the things that they are finding every day about cannabis that they didn't know the day before.
Right.
For me, yeah, I mean, for me it helps make my body feel, it makes my body feel a lot better. It helps with my digestion if I, if I need to digest something like a little bit better. So after a meal, I really like it.
Nice.
And it's also, for me, it's like a reality check, you know, when I smoke herbs or if I use cannabis in any other way, it gives me, like, it just makes me feel so much more in touch with my body and my thoughts. And it kind of, like, leads me on a proper path of what I really should be doing. And, when people say, you know, it gets you high, people have this misinterpretation that, you know, you're out of your mind and you're not thinking properly. But for me, it's the exact opposite. And when people say high, it comes from, you know, going to a higher level of consciousness, you know. So a lot of people have a misconception about it. Yeah, so for me, it's a reality check. It makes me more in touch with my thoughts and my body, and I mean, it's an amazing part to my life and to you know, Rebelution's creativity process, and just kind of you know, there's a reason why they call it the healing of the nation, you know. So
like the creative process for your writing, like how does smoking help that inspire you to create more?
Yeah.
I mean, how does being high inspire you?
Yeah, I totally know what you're saying. I mean, listen, you know, I don't have to be, I don't have to use cannabis to be creative. I think it's a way to channel that energy, in a way that you're looking to channel it, you know. And you don't need it, and you don't need marijuana to appreciate music. But I think it's a nice way to channel that energy and to maybe open up your mind, you know, to get into that sort of mode. So, you know, in that regard, it really does help me, you know, get in the sort of creative mode. So, and you know, it's crazy because the first time I got into reggae music, I was at a show by a guy named Don Carlos, who's probably my favorite artist ever. You know, it was the first reggae show I saw, and I just was like so amazed, and I was, you know, smoking a joint in the crowd, and as soon as it hit me, you know what I mean? I was there in the center of the venue, just vibing to this music, and like I finally understood. I finally felt like music was going through my soul, and just like it really inspired me to. I saw that Don Carlos show, and it was just definitely changed my life.
Let's give a little transition to this. What's the craziest thing about being famous now that you would never expect it to happen?
Well, yeah, that's kind of weird. I never thought of myself as famous. I still don't. It's just like I don't know. I just it's crazy when like people, I guess, think that I'm famous. You know what I mean? Like, and they just they become so enamored with the fact that they're talking to me, or you know, in my presence or something like that. I just, you know, I consider myself just a normal dude, and you know, so I don't know. I guess I don't ever really think about that.
Which is humble of you. So that's very cool. Tell me a good story about anything that's happened backstage.
I mean, there's so many stories I could tell you, but I gotta say, one that stands out recently is we were in Minneapolis 2 days ago, and the power went out, you know, half an hour before we were gonna hit the stage, and you know, we waited an hour. The city said they were gonna get the power back on. Finally, we just said, you know, fuck it, let's go. Sorry for swearing, but as we said, you know, screw it, and let's go. You know, let's run some power from our bus, from our generator, and bring it in the venue, and I could just do an acoustic set. You know, as I was about to walk on stage, you know, the power comes back on, and then we all go up there, and it was a great night, you know, on Minneapolis. The crowd killed it, and just the vibes were there, so that was a good memory.
Nice. So what's one thing that is on your bucket list that you still have to do?
Well, there's a lot of places I'd like to travel to with Rebelution and expose our music, and there's a lot of places that know Rebelution, and we just haven't had the moment to get out there and play. I mean, I'd like to get out to Indonesia. I know we have a lot of fans there. I'd like to get out to, you know, the Middle East. You know, I have a big Middle Eastern influence in my my sound and my upbringing. And, you know, I'd like to go to.
Are you
Israel.
Jewish?
Yeah. I grew up in a Jewish environment. I'm not really, you know, I'm not religious really at all. But I just love culture. I love the culture within religion. I love the music and arts within culture and religion. I think it's something everybody can really appreciate, you know. So
Yeah, right on.
But yeah, I grew up listening to a lot of world music. You know, both my parents were, you know, dancers and very into, you know, music from all around the world. So yeah, I just like to travel and play music in these places that, you know, a lot of people don't ever get to go to.
Yeah, that's cool. So you mentioned that you grew up listening to a lot of music because your parents were into the arts. Like, what are some bands that you listen to now, just like on the regular?
Yeah, that's a good question. You know, I'm so into writing music that I don't often get to, you know, hear a lot of music. Although, you know, my girlfriend exposes me to so much great music. I saw a great, you know, bluegrass kind of folky band the other day called Elephant Revival, and I thought they were fantastic. And boy, I mean, you know, I love a lot of reggae too. I mean, boy, I got into a lot of reggae.
Yeah.
Kind of getting into it back in the day, and still kind of carry with me. So constantly looking for new kind of like artists emerging. I like this guy named Romain Virgo right now. He's a guy out of Jamaica. He's just a killer voice. And
like, are these guys you would collaborate with? Like, you would reach out to and be like, let's collab on a song or a track?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, definitely. You know, that's the other thing is like, you know, the more that we get to perform and meet people, you know, in the industry, the more connections that we have to link up with artists that we really like. And a lot of the times we get to tour with amazing artists too, you know.
Yeah.
And we end up doing collaborations with the artists that we tour with.
Who's been the coolest band that you've toured with? I mean, I'm sure there's been a million, but what's like, do you have a certain group that you just love touring with because you guys got good vibes together, good energy?
Oh man, there's so many. I mean, I can't put one over the other. I mean, the Expendables brought us out on the first tour we ever went on, and they were just, you know, amazing guys to tour with. They kind of showed us the ropes, and Slightly Stupid obviously is a great band to tour with. The Green, J-Book, I&I, Tribal Seeds, Iration. You know, literally every band that we've toured with, we've had such great relationships with, and it's cool to meet people that are just, you know, conscious individuals and just, you know, caring people, you know. A lot of the people in you know, I think, that we tour with and kind of in the reggae scene, you know, they're all just like, they're doing it for the love of music and for the love of spreading, you know, positivity. And, you know, we like to tour with bands that kind of have that positive outlook, and you know, we see it with the fans, like the reaction in their faces, and just like, you know, if we can introduce a, you know, a band to them, and you know, if we can open up for a band and they introduce us to their fans, I mean, it's such good vibes all around, really, with the bands that we toured with.
No, absolutely. That's fucking awesome. Good for you guys, man. I think what you guys are doing is promoting the thought of positivity, promoting community. It's so awesome and so much love at your guys' show. So I just want to give you a mad shout out and much love for that. Keep doing what you guys do. And last question is, what's your favorite munchie snack?
What's my favorite munchie snack?
Yep.
What is my favorite munchie snack? I don't know, man. Probably Twix bars. I got a sweet tooth every now and then, and Twix is my go-to candy bar.
Right on, brother. Well, listen, Eric, I appreciate you coming on the show. Best of luck to you, man, on everything. Have fun in Chicago. Enjoy 420. And I look forward to hopefully getting another interview with you guys soon.
Yeah, good question, Scott. Thank you, man. Appreciate it.
All right, brother. Best of luck. Talk to you later.
Okay, later. Bye.